Jai Hind friends, and very happy of Indian Air Force Day to all. And today I am going to tell about the psych test in SSB. So generally, psych test is conducted on second day of SSB after the screening of day one. But although it is differ from board to board, like in AFSB, it is done on the screening day in evening, but on the SSB, uh, it is conducted on second day, and this is also known as psych day, psychological test. So in psychological test, I think psychological test is a very important task of SSB, from which you can get easily marks, uh, because it is in your hands, what your writings and what your thinkings at that time. So basically psychological test contain four tests. Firstly, TAT, thematic appreciation test. It is a most weightage. It has a most weightage, and it is the also most important task of psych. In this are 11 pictures shown on the projector one by one. 30 seconds for observing the picture and 4 minutes for writing the story. Then uh, 12 slide is blank slide on which you have to write your story without any picture. And generally 12 slide a story of 12 slides is prepared by candidates on their homes, and also firstly they prepared about the uh, we can say 12 blank story, 12 slide. So it is the TED. And if you talk about its weightage, it is cover around 60% of total psych test in only in TED. So it is very important for all the uh, candidates who are going for SSB. And the second test is WAT. It is known as Word Association Test. It is also very important and a very rigorous test of psychologist. And in this, 60 word display one by one on the projector, and you have to think and write a sentence over all the words, and time given to each word is only 15 seconds. So in 15 seconds you have to think over sentence, and also write think over the word and also write the sentence on that. And you have kept in mind that you should make a sentence positive, in positive sense, not make any negative sentence in that. Otherwise it will show your negative thoughts about anything, any situation. This is all about the second test. And if you talk about the third test, it is uh, called SRT, and it is a very, I think, usual easier test in the psychological part. It contains 60 SRTs. SRT generally means it means a situation reaction test. Means 60 situation are given by your assessors on the sheet, or we can say answer sheet, and we you have to write your responses, your reactions, or that times what you would do when you will talk in that situation. So it is a very easier and also an interesting task of the SSB psychological series. So it is a very important, and you have to keep in mind that in SRT it has very time taken test. So you have to make speed along with your uh, quick and good responses. It is in your hand. And uh, time given for SRT is 30 minutes for 60 SRTs. And you can do generally what a candidate do in 30 minutes. You can easily do 35 to 45 SRT easily, and it is a good. I think 40 to 45 SRT. If you want, if you are capable to do 40 to 45 SSB SRT, then it is a very good. And you should also keep in mind that quantity is not matter. Quality matters more than quantity. So kept in mind. I have seen the candidates who only do 37 SRT or 36 SRT, and he got recommended. And I also saw many candidates who have done 40, 45, 46, 54, 54 SRT, but they could not able to recommend. So you should work on your quality, not focus on your quantity, that I have to do 55, 56 SRT. Not, you should focus on your quality. Even 35 is a very good number. If you have a good quality, you should able to write a good quality or good responses in your answer sheet. And the last one is SD. It is known as the self description test. So it is generally your personality test, like we can say what all about you. It is just about you. Like in the SD, 4 point were given, or 4 point are given by assessors, on which you have to write, like firstly what your parents think about yourself. Then, and that on this you have to write like what your parents think about you, and then what your teachers think about you. And then third point is what your friends think about you, and the fourth is what you think about you, like what you think about yourself. And also the last one is what type of people or men you want to become in the future. So these are the point on which you have to write SD. And not and you should keep in mind while writing SD, not write only good qualities of yours and ignore your bad qualities. You should also write bad along with good qualities. Firstly, you have to write good qualities, like what your parents think, like you are very laborious, you are very diligent, you are very you have very humor, and this type of things, like you have innocence. These are the good qualities of yours. But you have also kept in mind, like no man is perfect, so you have also some we can say bad habits, or we can say demerits. So you have to also write these type of bad habits, bad manners. Like uh, some people are lethargic, some people are very like low physical stamina, and these type of things. So you have to keep in mind that you should write both responses, your good quality, bad qualities, and these type of thick mixtures. And don't show yourself in the SD. What type of person you are, please write only this correct responses. Like if you are writing, I am a very good runner, and in GTO officer saw you that you could not even complete your 10 obstacle. So this contradict your facts, like what you are thinking, you are saying wrong to the assessors, and you are fooling them. So this so negative mentality. So uh, abstain from doing this in the SSB. And these are the tests. And I am going to tell how you can write good responses in the psychological test. So firstly kept in mind, please read newspaper, please read novels, books, and by these you can only make your good responses, create your good thought, good ideas, and many more ideas. And also you should go for a tour, and these cheap things, like you have to go, you should go what are happening around yourselves. Like you have to go for a mountain, you have to go for a zoo, and this type of thing, and learn, and try to learn from these type of things, and try to learn from every actions what are happening around you and surrounding you. And by this you can create a more effective and more better responses in your tests. And this is for TET only. I am saying this is for TET. And for VAT you can do like uh, practice more and more for VAT. TET is not a very task for practicing, it's just for your mentality, what are your thinking. So for TET, reading newspaper, reading books, novels, and also we can say tour, and uh, exploring new things, and knowing about your surroundings, your environment, and these type of things. And for that you can do easily, like you can practice more and more, and if you get any what, then you should make a sentence on that in 15 or 10 seconds, then it will be automatically improve in your SSB. And also you can follow some books from where, and also write series from where you can make or write your responses. So these are the facts. And if you talk about SRT is not a matter more, I think, in SSB, but yeah, you should write your correct response in the SRT. And if you faced earlier this type of SRT or situation, then it is not a very difficult task for you to write your responses. And be truthful in SSB, and don't try to fool any assessor, because they are very experienced persons, and you cannot fool any assessors. And if you are try to fool them, then you are identified by those, and it may be hamper your results. So these are things. And for SRT, you can think yourselves in that situations, like I am going to a school, my college or schools for examinations, and suddenly I saw accident, so then what I will do. So try to put yourself in that situation, then only you can find also solutions. And this type of responses you will inculcate by this, and write can you can write good story or good responses. And for SD, it is not like anything that you can practice or things. Just what you are, only write those responses, only write those things. And only kept in mind these 4 points, like what your parents think about it, you yourselves, what your teacher think about yourselves, what your friend mm, thought or think about yourself, what you think about yourself, and what type of person you want to become. These points you have to keep in your mind, and be energetic and work hard, and you will get the hopefully success in your SSB. And practice. And those candidates, especially for those candidates who are preparing for next attempt, so also focus on your written examination along with your SSB parts. And these are the things. And Jai Hind for today video. And if you want to get more informative video, then comment on the chat box. Thank you. Jai Hind.